What's up, guys? This is GTFan712 back again with another sneaker review video. This time it's the Nike Air Max 1 Hyperfuse Premium NRG in the Varsity Blue colorway, which is listed as white, Varsity Blue, and neutral gray. These were released a while ago, back in the fall of 2012, for a suggested retail price of $125, but I was able to pick up a pair when Finish Line did have a restock of these on Black Friday. So let's go ahead and jump into the shoe. Here on the exterior side, you'll notice the upper is composed entirely of Hyperfuse material. Now, your classic blue Air Max 1 colorway has been done up in Hyperfuse, so starting up near the toe, you have Varsity Blue wrapping around the lower part of the upper down near the midsole. Just above that is a bit lighter of a blue that is a more translucent Hyperfuse that you will see the mesh in. And that mesh can be found on the toe box, here at the forefoot, and up near the ankle wrapping around the heel. Your mid-panel is a neutral gray Hyperfuse over that mesh, and your swoosh is a Varsity Blue swoosh that leads behind the upper heel cup that is neutral gray. Now, your midsole is a white midsole, you have a white air unit, and you have one hit of Varsity Blue composing the two upper eyelets. Now, the interior side of the shoe is nearly symmetrical to the exterior side, except you do have a different pattern on that Varsity Blue Hyperfuse material on the lower part of the upper down near the midsole. Here at the back of the shoe, starting up near the ankle, you do have your white mesh, and then below that you have your neutral gray layer of Hyperfuse. On each side of the shoe, you can notice your Varsity Blue swoosh coming around from the sides of the shoe under the neutral gray layer of Hyperfuse. At the very back, you do have a Nike logo and Air in Varsity Blue. Now, below the neutral gray, you have a translucent Varsity Blue Hyperfuse, and below that translucent Varsity Blue is a solid layer of Varsity Blue Hyperfuse. You then have your white midsole, and you can see the black outsole coming up from the bottom. Here at the top of the shoe, you'll notice that Varsity Blue Hyperfuse running around the toe and your white mesh toe box. This mesh toe box is backed by Hyperfuse material, so it's more stiff than what is normally found on the mesh used on regular Air Max 1 toe boxes. These do come factory laced with a pair of white laces over a white mesh tongue, and at the top of that tongue you do have a white Hyperfuse tag that says Nike Air and Hyperfuse in blue. Your inner lining is white on the most of the shoe and blue on the tongue, and your insole is a blue insole with Nike Air printed on in white at the heel. Here on the outsole of the shoe, starting up near the toe, you have Varsity Blue, then you have black through the forefoot, white through the middle of the foot, and black wrapping around the heel. And that will wrap up the review portion of this video. I'll show you guys some detailed shots of the shoes, and then I'll lace them up and we'll see how they look on feet. And that will wrap up this review of the Nike Air Max 1 Hyperfuse Premium NRG in the Varsity Blue colorway. If you'd like to check out my review of the Infrared Air Max 90 Hyperfuse, you can click on the annotation on screen now. Until next time, just stay tuned to my channel where I'll be uploading even more quick looks and video reviews of shoes I have in my collection, as well as pickups I'll be getting in the future. But until then, this has been GTFan712. Thanks for watching.